Hey, I'm NichBoy, welcome to Pocket for Friday the 29th of July. Today on the show, Unity on the battlefield, catchy barks and answers all up in your grill. Alright, here's what's been making headlines, and first up, EA have announced plans to unify their Battlefield series for Xbox One and PS4. Ironic for a game about tearing families apart with violence. The publisher is creating a unified user interface for the current gen Battlefield games. When it's in full swing, players will be able to party up with friends and jump into Battlefield 4, Battlefield Hardline, and Battlefield 1 from the same launcher. The UI is rolling out for Battlefield 4 soon, and when Battlefield 1 launches on the 21st of October, it will already be compatible. Hardline's update will come a little further down the track. People who own disc copies of the games will still need to cycle their discs to launch the different games, but it should streamline the process for people who own the games digitally. Next up, and gritty management sim, This Is the Police has been delayed on Steam because buttons were left unpressed. The game was supposed to launch overnight, but publisher Eurovideo failed to finalize the launch on Steamworks, Steam's back-end publishing system. Right! Eurovideo released an apologetic statement explaining the situation. It reads, "When releasing a game on Steam, you have to hit a button in Steamworks saying, 'Ready for final approval from Steam.' Steam then proceeds to check the game and make sure it complies with their quality standards. We were responsible to hit that button, and unfortunately, we missed this window. We are really sorry about that." How did you even make a video game in the first place? Next up, new heroes are coming to Heroes of the Storm and Battleborn. Sorry, I forgot the name because no one's talking about Battleborn. Overnight, Blizzard dropped details about their upcoming healer, Oriel. She's a typically squishy support character who will be able to resurrect her allies if she can stay alive long enough to pull off a 3-second channeled cast. The character is rolling into public testing this weekend and will launch next week, provided her resurrection spell doesn't completely destroy game balance. New meta, everyone target Oriel first. And Battleborn's second free DLC character has been revealed. Pendles the Serpent is a roguelike, backstabbing, dual-wielding, poison-spraying assassin. Even though the character is free, he costs 47,500 in-game credits to unlock. Pendles drops today for Season Pass holders, and next week for everyone else.
Help! The human's about to dance!
He can dance, 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 he can dance.
I can sing! In Ubisoft's new game. The Just Dance publisher is expanding the Just series into the karaoke market with Just Sing. The game will allow players to download a companion app which will let them use their smartphone as a microphone. As in the Just Dance series, cameras will record your performances and you can manipulate the video later to make some terrible music videos. The game is out on the 6th of September for Xbox One and PS4. And now it's time for Sing of the Day. Just changed my shirt. Grow out my hair. It was a couple of weeks ago. All right, now it's time for Thing of the Day. 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 You've probably made a title. Look, it was bound to happen eventually. Here's Insane Cherry's animal cover of the Pokemon main theme. All right, now it's time for Thing of the Day. 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 You've probably made a title. All right, now it's time for Ask Pocket, where you ask me questions and I answer the questions that you ask. Our first question comes in from Jared Wright. Do more skits with the Good Game team on Pocket. P.S. More chest, please. Damn it! Not a question, Jared! This is Ask Pocket, not Statement Pocket. Oh, God, we're off to a bad start. All right, Nudgy Pants, what do you got? Why are my asks never good enough to Pocket? I need some pro tips. Nudgy Pants, you asked the right person. Good asks for Pocket generally fall into 3 broad categories. The first, the funny ones, the ones we can play with. Questions like, where did baby Sam come from? Or are you a simple sandwich person? You know, questions that Kevin, a standard one Hogan, can answer. Then there's the personal questions, like have you ever considered cosplaying, or something random, like who is your favorite zero-time Dalama character? And then finally, there's the game questions. Things like, should you give games a second chance? Or what place do you think handhelds have in the future? There's also a fourth category, which is the not question, but we don't talk about that, do we, Jared? Basically, what makes a good question is it either has enough depth that I can spin a nice lengthy answer out of it, or it's stupid and shallow enough that it just works as a throwaway gag, like stupid shit about sandwiches.
We're done here.
Thank you.
Thanks.
The reason your question made the cut this week was it had a point, it had information in it that was interesting or useful to other Pocketeers, and it wasn't, do you prefer Xbox or PlayStation? Our next question comes in from Zin Lavender. Who is your favorite zero-time Dalama character? Zero-time Dalama? Probably Eric. Our next question comes in from TPeter267. Got it right this time, Pete's. Does the Good Game team play games together outside of office time or recording for reviews, or have you had enough when you get home? Pete's, sometimes we play together. Obviously, when a big game drops, everyone jumps in and plays together. But then, in between those sort of big releases, we all generally go back to our own camps. There's Camp MOBA. Rad, John, and I will play Dota together. We'll also send party requests to Pete, but he's too busy playing with his real friends. John and I are on a huge Heroes of the Storm kick at the moment, so we're playing that heaps and trying to convince baby Sam to buy a new PC to play with us. But Sam is currently happy to just play Overwatch with John and Toby. And even though it's not team multiplayer, I feel like John, Sam, Toby, Goose, and I all play Hearthstone together. Because we're often on at the same time, and we're always just swapping decks or talking strategy and watching tournaments, etc. I guess in the same vein, Gog is captain of Camp MOBA. He's the go-to guy for anything made by Supercell, and he, Rad, Sam, and Pete are still playing Pokemon Go, unfortunately. As for Budjo and Hex, who are the ones bogged down with the most reviews, they kinda just do their own thing. Hex loves her some single player, so until someone can co-op as Geralt's sexy sibling, she's off swinging a sword alone somewhere. And Budjo has more important things to do in his spare time.
Guy I meet at fire station, where are you?
So, amazingly, looking back at what I just said, it turns out that John is the most sociable player in the office. John. Serial killer John. And staying with murder, Trixie the Conqueror says, game violence being exposed to pre-7-year-old son, yay or nay? Look, Trixie, I don't want to tell you how to be a parent, but nay, a million times nay. Even the Lego games, I question as to whether they are appropriate for children. It's a world where beloved childhood characters murder each other, collect showering body parts as currency, and then build weapons and vehicles from their bones! It's probably turning John on right now just hearing me talk about it. You sick freak. Moving on now to Sir Cathy Wise. Do you actually have notes on that tablet on your desk, or is it just to make you look official? What, this? Yeah, I got important stuff going on. Our final question comes in from Toki Budbong. Do you support people getting gaming-related tattoos without said organizations getting rights from using their creations? A little confusingly worded there, Toki Budbong. I don't want to suggest you're high right now, but you're probably high right now. To paraphrase, I think your question is it okay to ink up with a copyright character? To which my answer is yes. Of course. You're not making any money off that thing, unless you're one of those circus freaks. You think I got permission from Bill Watterson before I drilled Calvin and Hobbes into my arm? Of course I didn't, and I never will! You hear me, Watterson? You're not getting a red cent from me, you magnificent bastard. Thank you for enriching my childhood with your insight and sensitivity. I'll die before I pay you! You were like a sixth parent to me. Alright, that's it for today's episode of Pocket. My Pocketeers, how many parents do you have? Let me know in the comments. And while you're on the internet, check out Good Game on Facebook, YouTube, and iView. Want to meet fellow Pocketeers? Then join the Pocketeers Facebook group and Steam group. You can follow Good Game on Twitter at Good Game TV. Follow Pocket at NichBoy, at PureEarth, at GG@Monkey, and at SamKid. There are links to everything I just said in the description below. Today's Thing of the Day graphic was made by Blue Fishers. Thank you very much, Blue Fishers. If you've made a thing, please send it in. Until Monday, NichBoy out. Mwah! Also, what would you get tattooed? What character? What copyright law would you break?
I'm not kidding, I have 5 parents.